There are many different branches of nihilism. There's metaphysical nihilism, or the blob theory, which is the theory that there's no objects, or objects don't exist, and therefore empirical reality is an illusion. There's existential nihilism, and that begins with the notion that the world is without meaning or purpose. Given this circumstance, existence itself, all action, suffering, and feeling, is ultimately senseless and empty. Then there's cosmic nihilism, and that rejects the notion of intelligence in nature, arguing that nothing, even humanity, is special or considered of great significance in the grand scheme of things. There's a lot of forms of nihilism, but one form that does harness a bit of optimism is moral nihilism. Doesn't that have a nice ring to it? Mom, Dad, I'm a moral nihilist. I believe that there are no inherent morals in any action, and that everything you've taught me about right and wrong is meaningless and arbitrary. Moral nihilism. Nothing you do is inherently right or wrong. Jamming out, stealing, kissing, smoking, sleeping in, kicking puppies. You might be thinking, oh my gosh, of course there is a universal understanding as to whether these things are good or bad. Well, sure, because things that are right and wrong are constructed by humanity, like literally every other idea, theory, or philosophy ever to exist, and drilled into our brains since birth. But when it comes down to it, the value in morals is arbitrary, and even fluid in a way. It can change at any minute. Things are without natural morality. However, this doesn't mean that the constructions that we've created can't be universally understood. Many philosophers disagree with this, pointing out that we rely on morals because they may be encoded in our DNA. That's an entire can of science worms that I prefer not to delve into right now, but I'm sure you're already forming your own hypothetical argument. Others support moral truth. Even if we're unable to express true right and wrong, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It's ineffable. But in that case, who gets to decide the moral truth? Pope Francis? Donald Trump? Bill Nye? So there's an implied standard, and that's where the optimism comes in. Nihilists don't have to believe in an inherent meaning of anything, or the existence of anything. But that doesn't mean that moral nihilists can't be decent human beings. Cool. So what do you think? Are you a moral nihilist?